They say an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, but sometimes even that isn't enough, especially when you're hiking a remote trail. This couple found out the hard way that sometimes the quickest way to the hospital is by Coast Guard helicopter. Hey everyone, welcome back to Trail and Air. As always, it's me, Ryan. On May 26, 2026, a woman and her husband were hiking one of the most remote and rugged sections of coastline in the entire continental United States, the Lost Coast Trail near Cape Mendocino, California. The area is so wild that engineers couldn't even build a highway through it. They actually had to build Highway 1 around it. There are no roads, almost zero cell service, and the terrain is incredibly steep with cliffs dropping straight into the ocean. If something goes wrong out here, you're truly on your own for a very long time. While hiking this incredibly isolated stretch, the woman suffered a serious broken leg and could no longer walk. Her husband stayed by her side though, and in an area with basically no cell coverage, they somehow managed to send one text message to the Humboldt County Sheriff's Office. They were incredibly lucky that that single text actually got through. Because the location is so remote, a standard ground rescue wasn't realistic, so authorities called in the U.S. Coast Guard for a helicopter hoist rescue. Here's the actual Coast Guard footage from that day. You'll see the MH-65 Dolphin helicopter arrive on scene and hover above the steep, rocky terrain. A rescue swimmer is lowered down to the couple. This rescue swimmer actually goes through some of the most intense training in the entire Coast Guard. Intense physical conditioning, advanced medical skills, and technical hoist operations in extreme conditions. They train constantly to be able to perform rescues just like this one. The swimmer secures the injured woman first, then both the wife and her husband are hoisted up together into the helicopter. They were then flown to the St. Joseph Hospital in Eureka, California for treatment. So, what can we really take away from this one? Well, the Lost Coast Trail is stunning, but it's one of the most remote places you can hike in the entire lower 48. One bad step can put you in a situation where help is very, very far away. They were lucky that that single text message got through. I really wouldn't want to rely on that kind of luck though. In areas like this, where cell service is almost non-existent, you really need a satellite communicator or personal locator beacon. Don't leave something important up to chance. And when something does go wrong, basic medical knowledge can buy you valuable time. Knowing how to stop bleeding, stabilize a broken bone or fracture, and keep your partner calm while waiting for rescue can make a huge difference. Hiking with a partner can also be a lifesaver. Having someone there to stay with you and help coordinate everything really matters. As always, a big thank you to the crew of Coast Guard Air Station Humboldt Bay for this successful hoist rescue. If you've ever hiked a Lost Coast Trail or any super remote trails, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. As always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there.